So then you say, okay, well, part of it might just be we need to be less ambitious in what we think we can accomplish on social media.
I think we certainly need to be more cautious and to acknowledge what you've just said, that actually when we go online, when we go on social media, we need to recognize we're going onto a medium that is, in one sense, trying to bring out the worst in us. And I think one of the first things we need to do is just know that. We're not going into a neutral space. We're going into a sphere of temptation. So we need to sort of, gear up and be ready for that, to be trying to protect our own souls, our own hearts, to go in mindful of the need for self-control. I'm struck by in Colossians 4 when Paul says, let your conversation be filled with grace and seasoned with salt. He doesn't put any conditions on that. That's to be our general posture, especially towards outsiders, especially towards those who might even be critical of us or hostile towards us. We have, as far as I can see, no excuse for not applying that verse to all of our words online. I don't think that has always defined my words online, but I hope if I had to say to myself now, if I can't say something in the spirit of Colossians 4, I don't need to be saying it online.
And just one simple piece of advice I've thought about is, if I'm going to say something critical about someone else on social media, which at times, I don't want to be legalistic and saying you can never do that, but if I'm going to do that, to always ask the question, is this the right medium, or should I reach out directly to them in a private message or an email, or better yet, maybe a phone call or something like that?
It's really hard through social media. It is really hard to effectively correct someone. The medium is so set up against that kind of impact. It's not impossible, and as you said, there may be times we feel we ought to try, but we need to recognize that the grain of the medium is not designed for that, and if that's not going to be our natural use of it, that's not going to be our main calling, to be fixing the world through social media.